I decided to put the final thought of the video at the beginning of the video because it was just too important. So, here we'll have a little juxtaposition with the beginning at the ending and the ending at the beginning, or actually really just the ending at the beginning before the beginning and then the beginning. But at any rate, here we go. You know what? One last thought as the twilight kind of folds around us. When you're out, be really nice to everybody. I mean, their hands are raw from scrubbing stuff and trying to keep things going. And they're tired from breathing through masks all day. And it's a lot. It is a lot of work. It's a lot of stress. And it's got to be a lot of stress knowing that the next person who shows up could have the Rona. So, you know, be nice to everybody. Say thank you. Make a special point to thank everybody and be cool to them because they need people to be cool to them. Definitely some history here, I'll tell you. What precautions are being taken here at Mannings. And I can report that Mannings has got the whole blast shield kind of thing going there. They got the plastic, protecting you from, and protecting them from you as well. There's got the shield of protection there between the workers and the peoples, and everybody's masked up, and it's all very controlled. Good place to go get your milk. Now, you might say, well, gee, why didn't you film all that? Well, it's not like there's not enough stress going on in there. Let's not say, hey, guess what? You get to be on video today, too. I try to keep this low-key, low stress. If you see somebody on the camera, it's someone that, number one, I was confident was going to really want to be on the camera. And then usually I've already asked them, do you want to be in the camera? And they've said yes. Or more likely, they've said, no, there's, that guy over there, he wants to be on the camera. And usually then he kind of submits to peer pressure, and then I get to get him on camera. But that's how that usually works, and none of that was in play here. Now, here's a quick tip for you. If you're going to, the ATM, that seems like a thing that you might want to avoid nowadays, isn't it? But sometimes you got to go to the ATM. But let me give you a tip for those touchscreens. Use that same stylus that you use for your phone. No, yeah, we'll just use the stylus. Beep, 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 beep. You just use the stylus. Hit it with some disinfectant. Just be careful if you're one of those people who has a tendency of taking a pen and putting it in your mouth. You don't want to do that right after you tip the ATM. No, don't do that. That's not even a thing. No, of course, if you have your mask up properly, then that should be fine. And you're going to go, it's okay, get in there. So, okay, just came out of Advanced Auto. See? Advanced Auto. And they've got the whole blast shield going there, too. It looks like it's a standard thing there. Everywhere you go, you got the glass separating you from the people there. Because, social distancing, that kind of thing. Just picked up some oil for the Thunderbird because if we learned anything from Max Rockatansky, it's if you're going to drive around in any kind of even borderline apocalyptic situation, you need a V8 Ford. I'm sure there's some other movie that someone could quote and say, oh no, you need a Dodge. But I mean, or something, or a Chevy or a Citroen. But I mean, hey, listen, it's what I got. And truth be told, the rest of the fleet has been doing fine with their V6s, so we're good. Wow, that's some wind. I assume it's wind. I hope it's wind. Hope nobody hit that thing that hard. Wow. Wow. Buckets of wow. It was windy. It was windy the other day, but whoo boy. clearly marked. And Price Chopper was the same old that you see everywhere. They've got the blast shields in place. They're wiping down the conveyor belt regularly. They've got all the markers on the floor. They've got directional aisles, which, you know, it's an interesting thing. After a while, you notice yourself just looping and looping and looping and looping and looping because I want to get this thing here, then I get something from the next aisle, so you got to go up this aisle and down that aisle because you've already gone to the end of this aisle. It's an interesting experience, but it's certainly a survivable one, and it's certainly one that's not horrible. And, you know, it seems like everybody's wearing their masks, everybody's doing the right thing, everybody's trying to keep out of everybody's way. Life is good. I don't know that I've seen enough unique things to keep making these videos when I go out. It's all pretty much the same, folks. You know, precautions are being taken, and life's good. Life's good. I think we're going to get through all this fine, and it seems like everybody's doing what they're supposed to be doing. And on that note, this is Vincent Shuta. Please be safe. God bless y'all. You know what? One last thought as the twilight kind of folds around us. When you're out, be really nice to everybody. I mean, their hands are raw from scrubbing stuff and trying to keep things going, and they're tired from breathing through masks all day, and it's a lot. It is a lot of work. It's a lot of stress, and it's got to be a lot of stress knowing that the next person who shows up could have the Rona. So, you know, be nice to everybody. Say thank you. Make a special point to thank everybody and be cool to them because they need people to be cool to them.